friend. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to do a crochet rose. It took less than 10 minutes to create, and you can use them for anything from flower bouquets, add them onto your purses, whether you want to make curtains, whether you want to make it into a cardigan. You can do whatever you please, but it took less than 10 minutes and less than a full thing of yarn. So this is your pretty little flower rose that you're about to create. Smell it. Okay, let's get into it. So today we're going to learn how to make crochet roses that I use for my crochet bouquet. I'm going to do a longer video showing you how to do the bouquet, but I feel like the most tedious part is learning how to actually crochet the rose. So what you're going to need is, you don't have to use a specific yarn. You can use whatever yarn you tend to choose to like. But you will need to be able to find a yarn that at least uses a 5mm hook. So you only need one skein. One skein will bring a lot of roses, but you don't know how many roses you need on your bouquet, and so you make the bouquet. But today, right now, I'm just showing you how to make the rose. And so you're gonna need your skein of yarn, and you'll need a 5mm hook. Okay, let's get started. Now you will see it from my point of view, but I'm gonna walk it through it, and I'll also add the text on the screen so that way you can take the notes and jot it down, because you want to be able to make these flowers again and again, right? I mean, but you can always come back and watch me again and again if you want to. But anyways, let's get started. So what you're going to do is go ahead, and if you're new here, if you've never crocheted before, this might be a little bit harder for you, but it's not as hard if you take your time and learn how to do the process. But what you'll start off with is a magic loop, and what you'll do is go ahead and start your chain, and you'll learn to chain 38 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So now you have 38 chains, and what you're going to do now for step 2 is go back and single crochet in each of the 38 chains until you get to the end, and then wait for me. And I said I was going to do this with y'all. I've been trying to get back into creating my videos again, because sorry for the background noise, because I miss teaching people, but I realized like crochet is so expensive that everybody can't always do it, but you can at least attempt to do it at home. And if you can't attempt to do it, you realize it's too hard, and you might appreciate our work a little bit more. But I actually taught myself these. I've actually had to watch several different types of videos. It was kind of hard figuring it out, but I was able to make my bouquets, in which are beautiful, and I might insert one on the screen so you can see. But everybody keeps saying, how do you make them? So the hardest part is the flower. I feel like this takes the longest compared to most things, because baby, it's literally a tedious project. But I usually put on a video or a movie and just keep going. But the last videos I did was before I had my son, and I did the crochet ski mask and the crochet freeform ski mask, the one that allowed your hair to be out. And the videos went crazy, but I need to get back on YouTube teaching people how to crochet. But it also helps me too, just in case I forget, I can always go back and watch my video and save it for later. But one thing I can say about these roses, you can use these roses for bouquets, you can do it for purses, you can use it for like decoration. Say you want to do a crochet curtain, say you want to do a cardigan, you want to do a shirt with roses on it. This universal rose, it works for everything, and you'll never be able, it literally is the perfect size for anything too. I also recently did the crochet flowers on my flip-flops this summer, and sold flip-flops as well. Okay, so as you're doing the single crochet, remember, if you forgot how to single crochet, you just take your hook under, then loop, and then you'll have 2, and then pull through all 2, and you'll do that all the way to the end. So as we're approaching the end of row 2, we'll begin to start on row 3. And you can fast forward the video if you finish faster than me. I take my time because my back is hurting. I actually need a chair, but hopefully I can make enough and I get some support or some donations, and I can actually get a chair, and then I will really be able to create more content and record longer videos on teaching people how to crochet. Okay, and we reached the end. I got a piece of hair, yarn in my mouth. So now we've done the 38 chain and then we did the single crochet back across. We're going to take our work and we're going to go ahead and chain up 5. So on this is row 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to flip it. So as you chain up the 5, what you're going to do is put a double crochet in the same stitch, that last stitch you just was in. You're going to do a double crochet. So let's put it in, chain up through 2, and then chain through the other 2. Now what you're going to do is chain 2. 1, 2, and you're going to skip 2 stitches and go into that next stitch and do another double crochet. And you're going to repeat this, chain 2, skip 2 stitches and go into the next stitch. You're going to repeat this pattern all the way through until you reach the end. Okay, and as you've approached your end, you'll do the same thing, chain 2, and then in the last stitch, you'll go ahead and do a double crochet. Let me put you down a little bit because my back's starting to hurt. Okay, so now we have gone ahead and done our double crochets all the way through. So this is how your row 3 should look right now. And so what we're going to do is go ahead and flip. We're going to chain up. Before you flip, just go ahead and chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. Flip your work. Now what you're going to do in this next row, you are going to place 8 double crochets in each space. So each of these spaces will have 8 double crochets all the way until the end, and then I'll meet you there, okay? And you'll have this little piece that we started from that 5 in the beginning right there. I usually don't put double crochets. I like to keep this one loose so when I close out the rows, it's easier to stitch through it. So go ahead and place 8 double crochets in each space. And that first one you did is considered a double crochet. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is how one should look. And then after you've placed your 8, you can go ahead and you're going to slip stitch into that middle stitch. So you see this stitch right here? You're going to slip stitch into it. And you're going to go ahead and start 8 in the next section. And you'll repeat this pattern all the way through until you get to the beginning of the row. After a while, you'll stop counting stitches and you'll just do stitches based off of your needs and your feels, but you'll know 8 by the time you get to 8. But trust me, the first few rounds of learning how to do this pattern, you'll be counting and you'll need no distractions because you don't want to start over or have to recount again. But I'm doing these flowers for, this is for a crochet flower bouquet for an actual baby blanket. And this will be my first baby blanket with the flower bouquet. So it's exciting. I picked this yarn because I feel like it's super soft and it's great for babies.
you should be reaching towards the end of your row. If you're not, it's okay, don't rush, don't go
too fast. I've been crocheting since before 2020, so I kind of crochet a little bit faster, but my back is really hurting. And this is why I kind of do my crochet leaning against something, because I don't have a chair yet. My chair actually broke. So I'm in the process of saving up to actually get a nice chair to be able to do more crochet content and to crochet a little faster than I used to. Now we've reached the end, and I'm finishing my last 8 double crochets in the last space. And then I'm going to show you how to go ahead and roll it up. And now you can close the rows off in your liking. Everybody's liking is different. So when you finish, you're going to go into that last thing and then go ahead and do a slip stitch, and then you're going to slip stitch again. And then locate your scissors, cut that in, pull through, and now you should have this little teeny fringe. So now I'm going to show you how to go ahead and roll the rows up. What you're going to do is take not the end that you finished on, the end that you did at the beginning. You're going to take that and you're going to slowly bring the spaces together like this. And now you're going to form your rows. Isn't it so cute? And you can adjust it, fix the middle to make the stem a little different, the center different, more turned in. But there you go. Now, in less than 10 minutes, you just completed your rows of crochet flowers. Smell it. You can spray with a little perfume and add it to your bouquets or wherever you want to do. Okay, now that you finished, I told you it wouldn't be long, right? Go ahead, like, subscribe, and follow if you would like me to keep creating more tutorials. You can also let me know in the comment section what videos you might want me to help you create, so I could teach you different things, because I know that we have a lot of videos on this site that show you from the view of the crocheter, like their hands, but I've never been a person that can learn that way. I like when people actually talk me through it and walk me through it, and that's the way I tend to do my content. But I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you so much for being here on the video. Thank you for watching all the way through, and I'll see you later. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share with a friend that you want to also do it with, and make a whole bunch of flower bouquets. And don't forget to tag me in the videos when you finish. Love you.